Hello everyone, Xaptrosity here, and welcome to episode 25 of our Minecraft LP world. Episode 25. That's kind of special, it's a quarter of 100. So today we're going to do a world tour. Yay! A lot of people have suggested this idea, so it's finally time we do one. Alright, but before we begin, I gotta speak to you guys. But if you're just here for the world tour, you can skip ahead to it. I'll put some links and times on the screen, so you can go click those or go to that time spot thing. Alright, so I've been thinking about the series and the future of the channel, and I think the series is going to end. Well, you didn't see that one coming. Well, no. It's not really going to end, so before you go complaining, let me explain. I think I need a bit of a break from survival. After playing it for some time, I've kinda lost that same inspiration in survival as I did when I first began this world and my previous one. It's kind of like when authors and writers get the so-called writer's block. That's sort of how I can explain it. In a few episodes I actually tried to get some inspiration off you guys. I asked for a few ideas on adventures, build ideas and so on. Unfortunately, that same spark of motivation hasn't really returned yet, so I've come to the conclusion that I should just take a break from survival and maybe return to it in the future. So this isn't really a goodbye, but it's more of a see you soon. I hope you guys understand that. I'm thinking maybe I could wait for a cool update so that there is some more new things in Minecraft I could mess around with and do some technical stuff with that, or, you know, those new Guardian mobs sound really cool. Anyways, maybe I could even turn this into multiplayer, or try the console versions of survival, and so on. Those are some cool ideas that I may use to intrigue me into playing some more survival later down the road, but anyways, channel-wise, what this means is that on normal days when I upload these survival episodes, I'm going to throw in something new. Something different. So this is, you know, kind of on a break, so we're going to throw in something new. And I mentioned it briefly on Twitter that I thought a modded series could be really cool. Some new technical stuff could really be quite fun and could inspire me a bit, you know, further. Plus, if you've been enjoying the technical vanilla stuff, the technical modded stuff is pretty similar. And also, mods do have some pretty cool adventure related things too, so it's a win-win. On the channel, I think I also want to diversify a little bit. I'm going to do a bit more variety, and this way it is a lot less likely that I'll get bored of doing the same thing over and over again in a long, boring series. Not like survival, I just feel, you know, a little down here, down at the bottom. And with more diverse things, maybe I'll be able to please different people with different likes. You know, some people don't like vanilla survival, some like mods, and then this way I can, you know, kind of please everyone. So that would be pretty cool. So that's really where I want the channel to go with all of that. Minecraft has always been a super fun game, so I'm sure I'll get back into survival at one stage or another. And I know some people are going to be a little upset at this, but even if I did continue doing some more episodes of this Minecraft survival, they would just get less and less fun to make, and it would just become more of a stress. Meaning that the series wouldn't be produced at a great quality, and it'll probably become very, very, very boring. So, out of all the people that I may displease, one of them I don't want to have in that group is me. So that's the plan. I hope you guys can understand this decision. It took me a while to come to this, but YouTube should be for fun. Anyways, enough of that. It's time to begin our world tour. Okay, so welcome to the world tour. Woohoo! So we are here on this little mountain, and this is where we first spawned. This is around our spawn area. And what we first did was we did a bit of exploration. This is an amazing place, amplified terrain, amazing little overhangs and crazy mountains, along with that. We've got witch huts. We've got one there, and we also have one all the way behind this mountain over there, which was a perfect seed. It's beautiful, beautiful. You can actually get the seed on the first episode, I think. So you can go retrieve that if you would like to check out the place. But we went up here, and this mountain is amazing. I'll show you our first ever little hidey hole. We came up here and got blown up by a creeper. Of course we did. And we set up base right over here in a tiny little hole in the mountain. Where we've, spent our nights trying to avoid all the mobs in this little hole here. Very cool. And there's some wheat it's grown too. Probably a sugarcane farm here. Maybe a few furnaces and chests to start up. But we should close that door. Memories, oh the memories. That was only in the first episode. So let's get into the crazy things we've built. You can already see some of the cool things that we've built already. Look at these cool things. All right, but that is not all of it. Just keep that in mind. Very cool, and we're only 25 episodes in, so wow, we've done quite a bit, I must say. So we'll climb down here, and let's go check out over here. This is where we set up our second base. After building that little house there, we had to move down to somewhere else so that we could start mining some diamonds. And we needed a mine shaft. So we needed a good place close to the ground, and we set up a brand new base over here, where this is where we did a lot of the farming. So we've got a wheat farm there, we have a sugarcane farm here, a cow farm here, and then down this ladder here is our mine shaft. Along with that, we've got our little hidey hole here with our chests filled with good stuff. Look at all of that redstone and coal and pickaxes. Look at that, and all our other good things that we've collected up over time. Some furnaces and a brewing stand, anvil, all the good stuff. Down here is the mine shaft. I'm not too sure how that's safe that water is, so let's make sure we don't kill ourselves. Here we've got mine shafts here, 3 block gap, mining out for diamonds on layer 12, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Got in quite a few diamonds from this, so that is very awesome. Almost like a stack from fortune and all of that, so that's pretty cool. Let's get back to the top here. This is going to take a while. Ugh. Okay, so that was a pretty cool mine shaft there, and here is our nether portal. Of course, we'll have to go in there later on. So we've got a bit of pumpkins going on in here, and over here we've got a nice little field of wheat and a bakery here. So we just recently built this, and it's pretty cool. We've got cookies, cakes, and cool fireplace and stuff. It's still unfinished, but I think it will turn out pretty nicely. I was planning to have a very cool village all around here, which would be pretty awesome. This lovely wheat field here looks very cool as well. We've got a nice pathway and everything, so that is pretty awesome. Now let's move over here. This is where things start to get a little more interesting. So this is more of the technical kind of area, I suppose. This is where we've done a lot more farming and all of that. So we've got some pumpkin farms. That's kind of a manual thing, but that's not really all that technical, but it's there. We've got our lovely horse here in diamond horse armor. Very cool. Very cool. And we can hop on to this guy. Very cool. Have a little ride around. I think we were going to call him Dusty, but yeah, due to some technical difficulties, we lost our name tag. Oh, that was terrible. But anyways, that is pretty cool. Over here we have our witch farm, and hopefully we see something. Of course, we're in peaceful mode, of course, all the time. Anyways, hopefully from that we can see some nice witches spawning in there, and the iron golems take care of the witches before they can have a chance to attack back. And from that, we get quite a bit of loot. We get the redstone, the sugar, the gunpowder, the sticks, the glass bottles, spider eyes, all the good stuff. And I'll show you just what we've collected up from all of that. It's very cool. A lot of loot can be collected from these guys. So let's have a look. This is not that either. Okay, here is the chest. Here we are. Redstone, gunpowder, spider eyes, sticks, a lot of them. glass bottles, sugar, and glowstone. And that is very nice indeed. Another thing here that's a little more hidden is over here we have a little ladder that leads it down underground into a slime farm. So over here there is a slime chunk, so that coincidentally it's by the witch farm. Everything cool is around here. So down here we have a slime farm. So I tried to do something a little different, and this slime farm uses like one high spawning pads like this, and that should only spawn in the small slimes, which would then fall down into this little stream here and fall down here into their doom. Now I actually added this secret little bit off camera. I'm sure no one's been able to see this yet, but I actually added a few more pads. They aren't the most efficient pads. I haven't taken advantage of the maximum spawning area, but it's pretty cool. So let's go hop down there. So this farm is fairly inefficient, so I had to get the manual pads out. So let's try and hop down here. You can see how they work. They're just pads like that. We have to have the hole there for the small slimes to fall down and die, and the big slimes can jump out there and, you know, slowly go down, and then they'll also die. Alright, ouch. Okay, baby zombie. Alright, and down here, they all go down here, they drown, and then we pick up all their lovely loot here. And we've got quite a bit of slime balls now. Very nice, very cool. So now we need to get out of here. It's an annoying fight against the stream, but once we get out of there, we can go check out some of the other stuff. So yes, this slime farm is also a bit incomplete. I guess I could do a little more to make that more efficient and more cooler and all of that, but at the moment it's good. Yeah, it works, so I'm happy. It works, so that's all that really matters. Alright, so over here, there's some cool things. We've got a cool elevator thing that we just recently built, and this is, oh, it's turning quite dark. We should probably sleep. It is a cocoa bean farm hooked up to an elevator. It's a pretty strange design, but it's fairly cool. So the idea is we'll get our cocoa beans, and we'll come over here, and on the way up, it would harvest them, but at the moment I've got none, so let's just pretend we had a few cocoa beans here. Yeah, we have cocoa beans. Would stand here, push the button, and would start harvesting all those lovely cocoa beans. Look at that. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And once we get to the top, we would hold down our right-click mouse button, and slowly but surely would start planting down everything. Very cool. Down we go, and it would turn up pretty well. And there we are, we pretty much planted everything. Looks very cool. Did we miss anything? Nope, we didn't. Very cool. And then we'd wait for all of those cocoa beans to mature, and then we can harvest it again. It's a very cool way to harvest the cocoa beans. You know, don't really do a whole lot of that, so it's pretty cool. We can get into the wiring with this simple lever system, and yeah, we've got our fancy elevator set up here. Oh, cocoa bean. Don't know why those guys went down there. Might need to throw some blocks here. I might just, yeah, there we are. Very cool. Perfect. Alright, let's see. Let's close that back up, and now we can go down into the crazy base. This is our proper base. The wonderful base down here. This isn't the most luxurious ladder down to luxurious entrance into our base, but it works. Here we have a skeleton spawner, and this is a spawner setup that pretty much gets the skeletons. And let's maybe have a little look, so you can see that it's a room, and the skeletons get funneled to the center there, and in the center, this is what happens. We go down this ladder, and in the center, they fall down into that little pit. Now here is where we've collected quite a bit of stuff. So the way this works is it's an XP farm. So we push this button here, which turns this fence gate on and retracts the lava so the skeletons fall through, like so, and then it closes up. Then we push this button to reactivate the lava. We come underneath here, hit the skeletons, and then they get burned to death, and we pick up all the lovely XP. So that is very cool. We get some very lovely drops. Man, and that guy dropped a bow. Very cool. Here we've collected some good stuff. This is some random enchantments. Very cool. A lot of armor. Very nice. Oh, wow. So much armor. Oh, man. Didn't even realize I had that much. And then we've got some bows here. I like to use a lot of dispensers, so we've got lots of those. And what's in here? Some bones, and we've got arrows as well. So let's just throw that in there. We've also got our lovely enchantment table here as well to do all our enchanting from this skeleton farm, and this is where I've gotten a lot of my enchantments and diamond enchantments and all of the good stuff. So yeah, and in here is our proper base. It's still a very big project, but we've done quite a bit of stuff on it. It takes a long time clearing out these large underground areas. This ladder here leads up to the surface. I'll quickly show you guys what's at the top here. So up here is somewhere you'd probably least expect this ladder to lead up to. It's up on top of the mountain, and this mountain is right here. Whoa, zombie, where are you? Oh, there you are. Alright, he probably will burn before he gets to me. So this here is where our first house was. It's where, you remember this mountain I just showed you? Come on, burn. There we are. Okay, now he can't mess around with us. So this is where the wheat farm, you can see that there. This is where it pretty much is. The other entrance was down here-ish, by the witch farm and skeleton farm. Yep, down about here, don't want to fall. Around about there. And this is the other entrance here, which has a huge ladder. I'm hoping to make some cool elevator up and down here. That would be awesome. And maybe decorate this area or something. So down here is where we have some awesome stuff. Oh, can we? Oh, that was close. Oh, don't want to fall from this. This thing is dangerous. So here is the main, hub, I suppose, for our base. In each direction, I want it to go in different places. Maybe some more farms this way, storage out this way. Maybe a nice bed room or something like that around here. And we've done a bit. We've got a nice little lookout view around here. We've got, kind of plain flooring here. But over here is one of our first projects. It was a wheat farm. Wheat, carrot, and potato farm, which we successfully made. It looks pretty cool. It took me a long time to decorate this place up. And clear it out, for that matter. But we've got, I think here we've got carrots going on. And we've got potatoes. And we have wheat. And we've got a harvesting system right here that I showed at the beginning of the this world tour, but you only briefly saw it if you didn't watch my long talk. Anyways, so we have a way to disable and enable this. Basically, these circles and lines represent which farm will get harvested. So, for example, if this right now is disabled because it's at the top. We flip this down, it's enabled, and the O's are at the top here, so it harvests the wheat. And then here, the O is in the middle, so if we enable that, it will harvest the potatoes. And if we flip this one, which is at the bottom, it will harvest the carrots as well. Now, is there anything in particular I want to harvest? Yeah, maybe we can do a bit of, potatoes. And we click the harvest button, and water is retracted from here. Goes along here, flows along nicely in some nice waterfall patterns, and everything gets flown down into this little hole here, and that leads underneath to this system here, and this, all the potatoes and stuff flow along here, along this nice little conveyor belt thing. It's very cool. You can even watch it from here. Hopefully we can see some potatoes come through. There we are. Very nice. They come around here into our bulk storage system. And this is where we, have all our extra things. We've got seeds, I think we've got carrots here, and then the potatoes over here, and I think we have wheat there, but most of it is going into the cow farm, which I'll show you a little later. So that's pretty cool. That's the wheat farm. Very nice. The decoration I'm quite proud of. It looks very cool in here, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. So, down here, we can go even further downwards into this room here, and this room is our cow farm, the amazing cow farm. This is quite a complicated mechanism. It's got a lot of redstone behind the back. We can just hop on in, and it's just crazy in here. We've got pistons, comparators, dust, torches, all sorts of crazy circuits that make this cow farm work pretty amazingly. It's a unique cow farm in the sense that you don't actually need to kill the cows. It does it automatically. You just need to breed them, which is the only thing that cannot be automated at the moment. So you just come in here. Well, maybe we can give it a little try. We get our wheat, and we come along here. We switch it from harvest mode to breeding mode. So we flip it to breeding mode. There we are, the cows start jumping up and down, and this is really cool. When they're jumping up and down, you can just hold right click and they start breeding like crazy. Look at that wheat start going down. All the baby cows get shot out that way, while the adult cows just continue bouncing around in here. And maybe we can get a few more cows. Yeah, there we are. And hopefully they produce, yeah, a good amount of baby cows. Once we're done, we can switch it to harvest mode. We'll push any baby cows out there, and oops, it's activating. I think I need to pick up that XP before it breaks, so that's very cool. It takes a bit of time. It does have its bugs and flaws, but it works fairly nicely. And I think that guy's gonna die, but that doesn't matter. It still works, and that's all that really matters. So the baby cows hang out down there, and when they grow up, they activate this bud switch here. There's some string, so they activate a bud switch here, which forces them up here, and then the adult cows can go into one of these chambers. At the moment, we've got it set to automatically cook them, so they land on this fire, they get cooked, and all their drops fall into our chest here with a little hopper system around the back there. So you can see a more detailed explanation on this farm in the episode, but it's pretty cool. We get a lot of juicy steak. We've also got a drowning system, and we can get some raw beef, leather. We can also put them into here, so we can manually kill them and, you know, maybe get some XP from them. We've got a crusher here, and that just crushes them so they are at one, you know, half a heart left, so we can throw maybe a harming potion at them. We've also got a lava blade to kill them if we really want to, and we just push this button here to switch between the modes, like so, and it works very nicely. Very cool, very cool. And one more, and there we are. So, now, over here, we've got our sheep farm. This is pretty cool. For example, we can just have an empty slot in our hands, walk on in, we get a shares, and we can start sharing our sheep, just like so. Just walk along, share the sheep, and then we can just push our buttons, which will actually push our wool into the chest. So we push these, and some of these like to regrow their wool quickly. There we are. We let that wool slowly make its way to the end here, and sooner or later we'll see our chest start to fill up with our wool. Very cool. And this works on 2 layers. It's optimized so that the grass grows as fast as possible. So we've got hidden bits of grass blocks everywhere. You know, we can see right there. There is an example of some grass blocks right there. Very cool. And let's quickly fill that back in. And yeah. So that's pretty awesome. We've got all the wool centered there, and it's fairly automatic in that sense. And we can also put our shares back in there. Another thing that's cool is that if we run across here, we won't get the shares, but they'll get deposited back into the system. So we can come along here and pick up things if we want to, or if we don't want to, we, you know, don't have to either. Alright, let's put these in here, these little bits of wool. So, haven't yet breeded enough sheep to get every single color, but there's enough for every single color. For example, here we could have white, then black, gray, light gray, brown, yellow, red, blue, and then over here on this side we've got a mirrored copy where we can have like all the other magenta, purple, cyan, lime, green, you know, all those colors, and there is enough for every single color pretty much. So that's pretty cool. Over here is our wheat area, which we actually have set up to the wheat farm. This little line here connects up to this system here, which will collect up all the wheat through this item sorter and put it into the wheat farm so I can use it for, you know, breeding some more cows. So that's how that works, and that is pretty awesome. I think that's about, oh no, that actually is not it for the base. We've still got this room here. And this room is very cool. It's very stone themed, and we've got a nice cavern-like roofing here. Very cool. And it is pretty much a tree farm. An interesting tree farm, because if we have any... Do we not have any saplings? Oh, man. Wait, I think maybe over here in the collection slot we have some. Let's quickly have a little snack, though. And here we should have some. There we are. A good amount of saplings. And how this works is we have minecarts. And this is like a railway for trees. So, we hop into a minecart, push the button, and we get going. So we start going back and forth, and we come along here. You can see all the dirt blocks. We go back and forth, and we basically just spam right click, and it basically plants all our trees for us. So we can just spam some more right click, and all the trees are planted. Boom. Pretty cool. Now, yeah, we kind of stuck in here, but to get out of this mess, we can just come along here, open that chest, and we're out. Very cool. And now we can deposit these saplings back in there. So we've got all our lovely saplings, and we can do it the same thing with all these other rail lines, and that's pretty awesome. And what we can also do is, hopefully we have some bones here. I would like to show this off. This is like the main reason we have all these crazy rail lines. It's because oh yeah, I've got a lot of bone meal. So we come along into our rail line once more, and if these trees are taking forever to grow, we can come along here and just spam. We can make them grow. We can force them to grow just by spamming our bone meal, and that should hopefully, yeah, some of these trees are not growing very nicely. And we can spam a couple over here, maybe. Come on, grow trees. All right, I think that's enough. Oh, missed that, missed that turn. All right, we've got a couple of trees grown, but let's quickly get out of here. All right, and now we've got our trees. Yay, very nice. Oh, some are even growing on their own. Then what we can do is just harvest our wood, like so. Very nice and easy. Get our wood. We get a lot of it. Get a lot of wood from this, and let's actually get rid of some of these saplings. I don't want them growing into my face while I'm explaining how this works. So we just harvest our wood. Very cool. It's in a nice open area here, so that we get the most apples and other things. This doesn't only work with oak. I think it also works with birch and spruce, and you know, all those other types of trees. So that is pretty cool. And I think though with acacia and stuff, that might be a little more different, because they have roots and strange ways. Alright. Oh man, my axe broke. Dang it. We're gonna have to do this. Punch the wood. Punch it. I feel like the beginning of a new Minecraft world. Just punching trees down. So tedious. Alright, so once we're done with all of that, we probably have all these leaves going on, and we have saplings. Now, we want a way of collecting this up, because I'm lazy. I don't want to do all of this. This is too much work. That's why we've got railways and crazy things. So you can see we've got some nice redstone, which activates a bit of this, and instead of explaining it, I'll just show you what it does. Basically, pushes everything up, activates some water, and all the saplings get flown? I don't think they can fly. The saplings slowly swim. They slowly make their way to the center here, where we have our minecart hopper, which we might get a little glimpse of. There we are. That it goes back and forth and collects all these saplings through the ground there, picks them all up. Very cool. And basically deposits them into this chest right here. Very cool. And if there's any wood stuck there, it will also pick that up. So that is very nice. Very, very nice indeed. And when we're done, when we feel like, this is getting a little boring, so we can just flip the lever. It will then stop the water from flowing and let everything flow back down. And the minecart hopper returns to its position, where it drops off all our lovely stuff. Very cool. So, that's how that tree farm works. It's very nice and very cool. I like the design of the place too. A lot of stone-like stuff. So, I think that's about it for the overworld. I haven't done a whole lot more around here. Hopefully I can do a whole lot more, maybe sooner or later. Got some crazy plans. But anyways, let us go into a different area. A different dimension, I should say. Oh, it's dark. Probably should sleep. Okay, bad things don't kill me. Please don't kill me. But oh, look at those cocoa beans. They grow pretty quickly. I hear slimes around here. Probably one hiding underground, but whatever. So, our nether. We haven't checked out our nether, and there still isn't a whole lot I've done there, but it does lead into some cool places. Not a whole lot of cool things we've built, but there has been a lot of work that has gone into making the nether a crazy place as well. So let's quickly hop over to our nether portal, and I'll show you what crazy things we've done over there. Okay, in we go. Alright, so in the nether, it's pretty crazy. We've got our nether portal here up and near the roof of the nether, and this is just because, you know, it's nice being up here. It's crazy. The nether is a scary place you don't want to be in. So down here we actually found a nether fortress, so that is amazing. And what I've been trying to do is half slab most of the nether so that we can start getting some spawns around this area here, and hopefully get some wither skeletons and stuff spawning in, so that we can, you know, get some wither skeleton heads and blazes and all of that stuff. So I've done a bit of that, which has been fairly successful. Collected a bit of glowstone and nether quartz. You can see the remnants of our portal too. Very cool. So back up here, we've got another place we can go to. And after a long and tiring search, I wanted to find a mesa and desert biome where I could harvest sand and clay to my heart's content. And we finally found one. This long rail takes us there. Unfortunately, I don't have a minecart, so this is going to take forever. But we'll get over to the nether where I can show you what other... get over to the desert and mesa biome so I can show you what I've done there as well. Okay, so we've arrived. Oh, dang, these ghasts. That's why we build in the top of the nether. We don't want to mess around with ghasts. They're just super annoying to mess with. Anyways, through here, we are at a desert and a mesa, and the amplified terrain just makes this all the more better. Look at this crazy terrain. We've got a savanna also over there, and we have a village. Yep, it's the real deal here. I've been harvesting a bit of sand here. You could probably see my terraforming in this area. So over here there isn't really a whole lot. There's some cool formations. There's a village here, and there is some stuff in that thing. I've been trapping a lot of these villagers because they're the worst. These villagers are so hard to deal with. They love messing around, but we've got them stuck in there, and hopefully I can do some cool things with these villagers. Very cool. So we've got farmers and, you know, blacksmiths, all the villager types you can think of. Very cool. We've got the wheat fields and stuff, and I think around here is a temple, desert temple, underground. Unfortunately, we didn't get to that loot. Hey guy, we should trap him. Hopefully we can do this in a very humane manner. There we are. Alright, there, you're stuck in there forever. Okay, that works, I suppose. Alright, and I probably should put some lighting in there. You know, he's probably gonna feel a little sad if there's no light. There we are. There, you're all good now. Alright, you also deserve a bit of light. Alright, I'm sure you guys all deserve a bit of light. So, I'll be nice this time and put a bit of light in these guys' places. Not because that... Oh, yeah, it's because zombies will spawn and they'll die. Yeah, and I want to keep them. Alright, so, over here is a big project. A big project that started off in the desert, and this was a squid farm. See, look at all these crazy blocks we've collected from here. And I wanted to dig out a huge area. This took too long, so I gave up on that and decided to just go deep underground and start making a squid farm. And this squid farm is fairly productive. We can't see any squids at the moment because we're a bit too close. But if we, you know, went a bit away and saw what crazy spawns this thing has. Look, we can see some squids there. Oh, okay, let's climb down here. We can see them. Can you see them? There. They spawn in this water. They slowly get sink to the ground, and then they realize that they're not in water anymore, and they start realizing they cannot live in this waterless environment, and they start to die. And then they drop their ink sacks, and we've got a nice hopper minecart going around picking up all our loot and depositing it in this chest here. And we've got quite a few ink sacks from that, so that is very nice. More than I'll need for like an entire Minecraft lifetime, so that is awesome. So much ink sacks. So that is another big project that has been completed in this area. Well, there hasn't really been anything else that has really been completed around here. Did clear out a bit of water around here. But man, these formations are amazing. Anyways, I think that's about it for the world tour. There hasn't been a whole lot of stuff I've done, but there has still been a significant amount of stuff that we have done. So that's pretty cool. Let's head back to the overworld to finish it off. Well, let's go back to our main base to finish it off. Okay, so I hope you guys all enjoyed the world tour. Before we end it, there's just one more place I just have to show. This place is incredible. The amplified terrain is amazing, and this is why we started this amazing series, because of the amplified terrain. That this is a lot of people wanted amplified, and look at the crazy results it gives us. Wow, this overhang is my favorite. It's the most amazing thing I've pretty much ever seen in Minecraft. I have not seen an overhang this amazing before. So that is pretty cool. Wish we could go explore. Ah, yeah, let's explore a little further. Even though there's a creeper and I don't like creepers. Hey, creeper's gone. Okay, it's all good. It's all good then. Oh no, he's there. But anyways, wow, that is incredible. Anyways, get out of here, guy. Don't want to see you around. Yay, he's gone. Alright. But I think that wraps up our world tour. Hope you guys all did enjoy the world tour. And maybe we'll see some more progress in the future. We don't know. But hope you all enjoyed. And as the sun sets, hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to keep saying that. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.